guys, thanks for coming. I think you agree it's an awesome event. We're going to do some just general Q&A, and then if later you want to do a direct interview or you want to just ask a few more questions, I'm just going to be around inside, so just grab me at any time or speak to Laura, and she can arrange some stuff. I'll try and answer as many questions as possible, so if somebody's asked one question that's related to your question, then we'll do something else. So, I don't know if you want to just kick things off with some general questions. Anyone?
I'm from LamagamesTV, YouTube channel. I would like to ask you, what I know you have a competition with other same-style games like Dota and Home. What's your opinion about the upcoming rise of Blizzard Dota or Blizzard Dota? Do you consider it a serious competition or it's just a map that's going to be released for time?
I've seen Blizzard Dota, it looks awesome, I love Blizzard, they're great guys, a lot of respect for their games, Diablo 3, amazing. I think there's a lot of space in the MOBA scene, the massive online battle arena scene, which is what League of Legends is. No, we're not scared by those guys. You know, we love that other people are getting into
this. I'm sure they love you, so
yeah. We're building something really big. Part of this is our esports development, and I think the development of Dota 2, the development of Blizzard Dota, it's only good for esports. So.
I'm from Xgamers.gr. Did you expect League of Legends to be such a success?
Did we expect it to be a success?
On the level that it is now, such a big game.
When League of Legends was started, or when Riot Games was started, it was founded by two guys who saw what was going on with Dota. They were big players of Dota. That's our two founders, Mark Merrill and Brandon Beck. They got together with a few other guys who were very big in the Dota scene, Steve Mescon called Pendragon, who created Dota All-Stars, and also Steve Feek, known as Ginsu, who was one of the original developers of Dota. We saw that and we knew that it could be improved, we knew it could be better. I'm waiting for these guys to finish. And that's why we created League of Legends, because we saw what could be improved, what worked well about Dota, and we created League of Legends, so we knew it would be a success. Whether we knew it would be such a success as this, I don't know. So Greece has really grown for us for League of Legends. I think you can see from the number of players that have participated today, we've a lot of support in Greece. In fact, Greece is now one of the top 5 markets in Europe, which is incredible. You have 11.3 million people in your country, and you're in our top 5. So I think we can bring something here. We want to really support our League of Legends players in Greece. We really want to give them a great esports scene. We've got a lot of good plans. This is just the beginning, really. So yeah, look out, we'll be making some announcements in the future. Absolutely. Anybody else? Will we negotiate for more events? Yeah, we were just saying we're definitely going to plan some more events. For example, we haven't fully announced it, but we'll be doing some Go for LOL with the ESL guys. It's an online tournament. We definitely will be looking at some more live events. We haven't planned anything yet, but it's great. We definitely want to come back.
This is quite a question that I was thinking. You are aware of Soul Calibur again, right? Soul Calibur.
Yes.
I have got this idea. My favorite character in all games is Ezio Auditore.
Okay.
When I saw Valor,
questions, guys, at this stage before we do some more one-on-one interviews.
Gentleman over there.
Would you like to finish the question?
Yes.
Okay, so we've seen many games that have been taking characters from other games and making cross characters. Have you ever thought of bringing, for example, Ezio Auditore in the League?
So you'll probably see quite a lot of influences in
like
League of Legends characters.
That looks like
right.
But have you ever thought of bringing an original?
We have some very interesting thoughts on some of our future characters. We've now reached 101 champions actually. We're not going to stop at 100. We're going to keep going. We've got a lot of really unique ideas. Our champion team is probably our most creative and one of our most fun departments to work in at Riot Games. We've got a lot of guys that come from different industries and they're amazing. When I go into the champion area and see the stuff they're working on, it's incredible. So there's some great ideas. I don't think we'll ever bring anything in that's a direct copy of anything else, but we take influences from many other places.
Copy, but for example, asking from Ubisoft, for example,
right.
Because I have my...
I would be very surprised if we did that.
I feel we're going to discuss that most of
So the question was about our new champs, and when we release a champ, do we make them really expensive and OP, overpowered, so that people buy them? It's something that a lot of our players ask, why is Talon so overpowered? Why is Draven so overpowered? Why is Darius so overpowered? It's difficult to balance champions when you've got 100 champions. One champion is always going to be good against other champions and not so good against some champions. It's a constant battle to try and keep the balance fair. When we launch a new champion, we play test it tons. Everyone in the company plays that champion before we launch it. We play test it for weeks. We try and balance the champion well. In some situations though, you don't want a champion to be underpowered, you don't want a champion to be, a fail when he launches, so in some situations he will be a little bit overpowered. We're always changing the balance of the champions though, so if somebody looks too overpowered, if they look too strong, we very quickly find a nerf, find some balancing that happens. So it's not our intention to try and do this, to try and make more sales. We just want a successful champion that people love, to keep them playing the game and to keep that richness about the game.
Lots of rumors have been said about the League of Legends supremacy. Can you tell for all the Greek fans and for us, a little hint or spoiler, what's about?
So the reason all of these rumors came about is because somebody registered lots of domain names, League of Legends Supremacy. We haven't announced any plans to launch anything called Supremacy. We're always working on different game modes and different tactics and different styles of the game. You might have seen something called Magma Chamber that a little while ago everybody said, where's Magma Chamber? It's always unfortunate when something comes out that we haven't said, okay, we're launching this now. At the moment we haven't planned anything around Supremacy. It's all just kind of rumor and a lot of our fans talking about it and hoping for something new. We'll be bringing some new stuff out. It'll be exciting, but at the moment, nothing called Supremacy.
The Magma Chamber. Also rumors have been that Dominion replaced Magma Chamber. Was Riot's plans to release the Magma Chamber and the plans changed and go
So Magma Chamber was just one of the ideas that we were looking at Riot at that time. We probably communicated it quite badly. I think we raised a lot of expectations about Magma Chamber when it was going to come out. We decided on Dominion. It's a great game mode. It's what our fans were looking for. Our fans love Dominion. Different fans like Dominion, others like Summoner's Rift. We've just released the Aram mode, the single lane. So we're always trying new ideas. Magma Chamber's not planned. We're not going to do anything with that at the moment.
Okay, so you launched Greek League of Legends, you had today's event which was quite a success. Now, what are your future plans regarding the Greek version of the game?
So we've now launched League of Legends in Greek. All of the voices are in Greek. Actually, some of the guys who did the voice acting have come along today. They might to hear them on the stage a little bit?
That's great.
I'm really proud of what we produced. I think it's great. It needs a little bit of work. We've had some great feedback from our players. We're always constantly changing it. Unlike a game where you put it in the shop and you sell a box, we don't do that. We're constantly working on our game, and this will be the case for our Greek clients. We'll be taking all the feedback from all our fans, making changes that they want to see, and keep developing the game in a really positive way.
So when was it the first time when you noticed that the Greek League of Legends was something special, something perhaps more active in terms of engagement?
Players in Greece love League of Legends. It's really clear. I think they really like the business model that we have, which is our game is free to play. You can get in, you don't have to buy anything. If people don't want to buy anything, we're not going to force them to buy anything. You don't have power items in the game that you have to buy. You can play the entire of the game and reach the top end of the game without buying anything. For us, it's not about profit. It's not about making more money in each market. It's about providing a great game to our players.
So when did you first notice that interest, that special interest in the Greek community?
The moment we launched League of Legends in Europe, already we had a lot of Greek players that came up, signed up and started really enjoying the game. Greece now is in our top 5 countries in Europe. It's pretty incredible when you consider countries like the UK, France, Germany, Poland. Greece is up there now, and it's a huge market for us. We've got a lot of players here. We recently announced, I don't know if you saw the news article from Forbes, but we announced that League of Legends is now officially the biggest PC game in history. And actually the numbers which they showed on that site, they're a little bit low. We're actually about 10 times bigger than the numbers that they showed. So people were saying, oh, your numbers are not that big, but I can actually say that they're about 10 times bigger than the numbers that they saw there. So League of Legends is huge, and that's the same in Greece.
So what about tournaments? Shall we expect any more official tournaments and maybe some special?
When you've got so many players and so many fans supporting the game, I expect to see a lot of really good Greek teams starting to come to the top. Take on Moscow 5, CLG EU, TSM. We've got a lot of development in Korea. We're now the biggest game in Korea as well. And I expect to see a lot of Greek teams starting to rise up. We had 450 Greek teams, only Greek teams, signed up for this tournament. So there's 2 teams left now, but we started at 450. I think we could have gone to 500, 600 teams. So it was a really, really big, impressive tournament with a lot of people involved. But yes, we'll definitely be back. I can say that.
League of Legends is, as you said, the most widely played game on PC right now. So you've even left behind Blizzard's games. So do you think you've hit upon the ideal model for gaming on PC now, or?
Big for us is the development of esports. If I think about esports and think about gaming as a sport, for me, the model that you need requires that you have new players coming through all of the time. If you're selling a box, you're selling it to a certain number of players, and that's it. You've got your population. It's difficult to get new fresh blood coming in for the players that leave. You get some games like StarCraft that are awesome. I'm a big StarCraft fan, and it can just keep going for so long. But at some stage, you're going to just not have enough people coming into the game to keep it fresh and keep it new. The League of Legends model, which is a free-to-play game, people coming into the game, fresh blood coming into the game, but a lot of competitive play as well. I think it's a really good model for competitive esports. So, yeah, this is our focus. This is what we'll keep doing.
Ask about the Greek version. How Riot Games chose those voice actors, and was your cooperation with those voice actors good?
So when we take the game and we put it into a local language like Greek, we like to put a lot of time and attention into that. We had guys from the Riot team in Ireland come over to Greece, including a couple of the guys from my team who were here, English guys who really understand the game really well. They were working with native Greek-speaking guys within the team. We have 4 Greeks at Riot Games in Dublin. And and we worked with our agency, who then put in front of us a lot of different voice actors. We chose each guy specifically, man or woman, to fit the voices that we thought would be best for them, and then work with them, coaching them to try and understand the character, understand the feeling of the character before even starting to do the voice acting. So it took a lot of care and attention to make this happen. Yeah, the feedback so far of the voices is really good. A lot of people think they sound hilarious. I don't really know, I don't speak Greek, but I think they sound great. I think when I hear the Greek voices, it's, you know, I feel very excited that we've brought it to Greek. We'll keep working with these guys, with all of our new champions that come out, and we'll be going back. We've had some comments about a couple of champs where people think it doesn't sound quite right. We'll make those changes and, you know, keep improving the clients. So it's an ongoing process.
Was it a long session? I mean, those voice actors were, their work was long. I mean, you know, they were working hard for a long few months.
Yeah, the overall process is several months for a new launch. We have to localize or translate all of the voices. It takes a long time. All of the game content has to be translated. A website, forums, everything. But important for us is the work that happens before that even takes place. Understanding the market and just trying to understand Greece, trying to understand why you guys are into launch in a new country and then finally launching and coming live.
You talked about coaching the actors and working with them. Were you able to guide them in order for them to do what you want them to do, or did you want them to maybe innovate a bit and maybe find for themselves the voices that they thought?
Absolutely, yeah. We would listen to the voices of other work that they've done, very often in TV or film, and you can get a feel for who would do what well. But then actually when you're working with these guys in the studio and you hear some of the stuff that they can do, you find out that they can do other champions. For example, I think the guy who did Olaf, I don't know if you know this champion, also did Twitch. Twitch is like a kind of high-pitched, squeaky voice. He's like a little rat. Olaf's like a big Viking, so completely different champions. But actually, the guy who did them was suited to both of those champions. So yeah, it's a bit of just working together, understanding what they can do, understanding what we want, and coming up with a really great product.
Was it an extra challenge to localize in Greek, because it's not a language that games get localized very often?
Yeah, I think it's always a challenge to try and produce something that's really good quality in a new language. It's good fun. It's really, really good fun, and it's something we're getting better at each time we do a new version of the game. So yeah, it takes a lot of work, but it's work we're very happy to be doing.
When you are going to release other games, will you consider again to Greek those games?
For any future games?
Yeah.
When we support, if and when, you know, Riot Games will not always be one game. At the moment we're heavily focused on developing League of Legends. That's our main focus. We've got a lot of other ideas at the moment, but I can only imagine that if we launch another game, that we'll try and bring it to a global audience. So I would expect to
Have the same success as League of Legends.
Absolutely. Anything else, guys?
I think we're okay. Are we okay? We're good.
Cool.
We're cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.